Oh man, what up, dog? Man, all this snitching shit is it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Everybody calling everybody out for snitching. It's a whole lot of selective politicking. Now they accusing Big Meech of snitching. Say he got a known informant working for him, and this and that. And man, let me just explain something to you. When you're a big time drug dealer, the chances of you having informants around you is like 80%. Matter of fact, when you're a big time anything, the chances of you having one of everybody around you is damn near 100%. The air at the top is only so thin. So let's say you're a rich person in your city. That's automatically gonna make the police chief, the mayor, the top snitches. That automatically puts you in association with all of them because y'all all swimming at that part of the water. You know, sharks don't, well, no, sharks swim at any level of the water. You don't see crabs at the top of the water. Just put it like that. You don't see shrimp at the top of the water either. You know what I'm saying? You see different type of fish. You don't see catfish at the top of the water either. So with that being said, you get a different idea of the different levels. You know what I'm saying? Would I purposely, I'm not in a position to speak on meech because I never made it to that level where you playing with that many millions of dollars. But I do play chess. And the more money you have, the more pieces you have on your chessboard, the more knowledge you have how to utilize those pieces. Do I think it's cool to use a third-party snitch to set up one of your people to get a time reduction? No, I do not. No, I do not at all. And you don't make it to the top in one area just to be at the bottom in another. So the idea that Meech could be that good of a drug dealer, make it up to that level, and then use a third-party snitch to arrest one of his homeboys and then don't get out of jail, that would be kind of hard to believe. That would be kind of hard to believe. And let's be clear here, shit, Meech was snitched on. I know they had his brothers, the evidence from the wiretaps on his brother, but if I'm not mistaken, they also had, because he was so big, he was accepting or getting it from all three different cartels. And if I'm not mistaken, they had a member from each of them willing to tell on him. So with that being said, if he wanted to use a person like this lady you guys are all talking about to get some revenge, retaliation, and get back, I guess I would understand that because that is a part of the game. And that's what you guys don't understand. All of this shit is a part of the game. It's like Uno. You know what I'm saying? Snitching is a part of the game. Killing is a part of the game. Fucking somebody's woman is a part of the game. Shooting up somebody's mama house. Kidnapping somebody's mama. All of these things is a part of the game. There's nothing that's not a part of the game. You know what I'm saying? The only rule to the game is when it happened to you, roll with it. But when it's time to roll on, you're not going to let nobody tell you what you can and can't do. It's plenty of motherfuckers that done had their bitch snitch on somebody and then went over there and took over that block. That shit ain't something that just came up or started on power. You know what I'm saying? These is parts of the game, man. When I used to, when I was, I guess we say back in the earlier 2000s, like when I got out of high school and I was dabbling in cocaine and all of that, sometimes it might be some dog food that came through. Sometimes it might have been some mid-grade weed. It might have been a whole truckload of weed and maybe 6 keys of Johnny and maybe about a key of dog food. And you know what we would have to do? We would have to work with that. And if we didn't work with that, then they will remember our ungratefulness. And next thing you know, we may make the news. And that was an unspoken fact. So everybody's surprised with all this snitching shit is bullshit. It's a part of the game. And everybody expecting somebody to do something for them that they wouldn't do for themselves. It's crazy. I mean, everybody on the internet telling on themselves. Wack 100 on the internet right now attacking people for talking too much while he talks too much. Makes absolutely no sense. He's attacking people for snitching while he set up people to come on his shit and snitch on themselves. I hope that's his shit. I really, really hope Clubhouse is his shit. But anyways, man, so I say that to say this, man. I had a cousin get himself in a situation, well, hanging with some people. Long story short, a couple of murders happened. And nobody was saying nothing. They caught the guy that did it. They caught my cuz. Everybody's in jail eventually. And my cousin noticed that this guy's going to court without him. Now, mind you, my cousin didn't have anything to do with what happened. He walked into a situation and helped clean it up, from my understanding. So all of this is hearsay. He going to court without cuz. Went to court 2 or 3 times, you know what I'm saying? Without cuz. And you know what ended up happening? The nigga that actually did the situation was in there cutting a deal. And I say that to you to say this, man. When you talking about the name of the game is to win. And a lot of these motherfuckers will do anything to win, which means even putting you in a bad situation, man. So be real with yourself. And if a motherfucker jump out your past trying to ruin your future, send that motherfucker back to your past. Or erase his future. Don't hesitate. Do not hesitate, man. And worry more about being a man and being accepted. You know what I'm saying? These things are ridiculous. Very ridiculous shit. Bush Jones snitched. Yeah, Bush Jones told on some motherfuckers. Fat Cat told. The people that has got in the jam and told is a list that will never stop. So to expect somebody to not tell is ignorant. What you should be doing is figuring out what's legal that you can do. It's too many legitimate ways to make a whole lot of money being dishonest to do anything illegal. Everything you thinking about doing illegally, it's a legal version of it that probably pay 4 times as more, man. You should find it and get involved in it, man. And quit worrying about the motherfuckers in the stands. Like, please quit worrying about them. What they were saying about OJ 20 years ago is not what they saying about him today. And he's still fucking white bitches. Still got a whole new crop of white bitches trying to fuck him right now. What they was saying about Magic Johnson when I was in elementary school is not the same thing they saying about him right now. And he still got bitches trying to fuck him. So I say that to say this. It's all about pussy anyway. And ain't nothing gonna stop you from getting that pussy but going to jail. So be smart out here, man. And be honest with yourself and be real with yourself, even if you ain't real with nobody else, man. And if you got friends that's involved in things that you no longer involved with, then you know you can't fuck with them in certain ways. Yeah, y'all might be able to hang at the barbecue, possibly. But you know y'all can't ride together. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, y'all wives may be able to go shopping together. Yeah, y'all may be able to go on vacation together. But you know you and him can't sit down in the Coney Island. So like, and that's that, man. That's that. You know, you got to put everything and everybody in its proper place. That's no disrespect to nobody. I need people to put me in my proper place in their life. And that's just what it is. We just need to respect each other as beings, and we'll be being, oh, motherfucking K. You know what I'm saying? We out this bitch, man. And, yo, the laws is very different in California and New York, especially when it comes to defending yourself or using a gun. You know what I'm saying? So what I would tell somebody in Texas or Florida or Michigan about certain situations is very different than what I would recommend to somebody in New York. You know what I'm saying? To be honest with you, you just better be able to stab somebody if you're in New York and run them over if you're in California. Yeah. Yeah, because if you run somebody over in New York, you're cooked. And if you stab somebody in California, you cooked. Real funny places, man. Anyways, man, don't worry about snitching. Worry about staying away from shit that ain't for you. That's what the fuck you need to worry about. That's like 4 or 5 steps before you get to snitching, man. Staying out of shit that ain't for you. And we out this bitch.